We'll see. I also got to post it. I'm posting it. I don't know where my channel is. YouTube announcements. Here we go. YouTube things. Hey. Yeah, you take care of them. I'm writing the thing. Horsemen's, yes, and it was made by Mr. Carl Makes Stuff. He's got a little channel. He's also, if I'm not mistaken, the one and only moderator over in GM Scotty's server for the EZD6 stuff. So apparently he's pretty close to EZD6 stuff. So it makes sense. He makes a playset for it, and that's what we're here to do today. And it takes place during the 30 Years' War, which I didn't know anything about till I read this book of his. So ttrpgs technically taught me something, but this takes place between 1618 to 1648, and apparently it was pretty rough and nasty during that time. So we were supposed to have Scotty here himself today. He was going to join in and was super looking forward to it, but it's like 2 days ago, I think, he chimed in and realized he wasn't going to be able to make it. So it's just us. We will have to make do. I know I told the world he'd be here, and that's the only reason most of you showed up. So I lied. I'm a liar. But anyway, yeah, they're sneaky. But we got Jacob. Everybody knows who Jacob is. We got Moustache from Open Legend. He's been here a couple times now, probably be here some more. And then we got some nobody named Chris over on the other side of the world. He has 0 YouTube presence as far as I know. That's all right. He's a good sort. Now, I guess, Jacob, if you want to take it away, we can just jump into it now that I completely threw Chris under the bus. No, wait, Jacob. Hang on. I'm sorry. I don't see your... Yeah, Jacob's muted. I didn't see your audio going up. I might have had everybody muted.
I literally did a whole introduction and everything.
You did. Yeah, you were doing That's weird.
Man,
yeah,
rough.
nobody was coming through the desktop. Interesting. So I got to do all y'all individually. So, all right, well, let's do a quick sound thing. Jacob, go blah, 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 for me.
Hello, how art thou?
That looks good. Mustache, make noises.
My name is Mustache. Yo, what's up?
Okay.
Homie G.
Chris, make noises.
Get this.
Wait. Yeah, I gotta... Interesting. How come you don't come through at all? Try again. Why doesn't it like you? Oh, wait. You're coming through your phone, aren't you? Okay, I gotta get them both in here. You make it so difficult for me. Hang on, guys. We got a little technical difficulty.
These things happen. Y'all know how this works, especially since we just had a Windows update. You know, you never know what that throws off too, right?
Oh gosh.
Lord have mercy. Just collective groan in the chat.
Yeah, I did a restart of my computer just before we started.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, since I missed my original spiel, I'm going to start right from the top. Hi, welcome to A Squirrel Plays, where we're going to be doing a playset of EZD6 that is made by Carl, who's in chat, who apparently is also on Scotty's Discord. Right? Yeah. Cool.
All right, Chris, try something this time.
All right. Now I will try to talk again.
There he is, and you were
Um,
immediately in
okay.
the red.
Awesome.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with some basic changes from the regular EZD6 to the a Four Horsemen product. So before we get started, just to kind of go over, there's no magic. We're playing the 1600s, 16 specifically 1631. That's where we are for today's game. The karma that you normally have in EZD6 is not used. It is called stress. And you don't start out with any stress. You use stress to increase your die roll like you would with karma. Once you get to as much stress as you can take max strikes, you take a strike, which I think for all of us is 3, correct?
Yes.
Yes, should be.
Cool. Then there is let's see, if your stress equals your maximum strikes, you lose a health. Reducing stress, you lose 1 point of stress after a good night's sleep.
Which probably
There's
won't
also
happen.
no. There's all maybe a permanent good night's sleep.
Well, you can also lose it by carousing or
I
doing
mean-
anything relaxing.
Yeah, we're not relaxing, bro.
We can carouse though.
This was a lot of fun to study this time period. It was it felt really kind of cool, like doing a research project. There is so much to learn. I almost wish I had more time to dedicate it to really justify what Carl has been trying to make here. And I appreciate this product, Carl. It's pretty cool. This is available on Drive-Thru RPG, correct?
Yes, it is.
Go
Yeah.
find it.
He's educating us, us idiots,
I'm not educating anybody.
us stupid Americans. Well, Chris isn't. I guess he's on the other side. Did you know anything about this history?
Other than that it existed as a time period, no.
Okay,
So it was actually kind of nice to be pointed to and read
so
Yeah.
he's right there with us. We're dumb all around the globe.
all around the globe.
All right.
Fantastic.
You can get us started if you wanted. Chat, you will have to tell me because I'm having to balance individual audio. If somebody's quieter than they should be, just chime in and I'll, or the other way around. So, any hoozle,
Cool. All
take
right.
it away.
There. It's my turn. Just kidding. All right. First of all, I have a question for the 3 of you. So we're going to start. Klaus.
Mercenary forever. He
Since
started
birth.
since birth, right out of the womb. Just really started into it. He had a shady background and was raised in a brothel, which is where he earned his lady killer skills. And he's been working basically as a spy for hire, kind of not for any specific faction, but kind of goes and freelance, basically. He's a free agent, if you will.
Yeah. One of the things about these wars back in the day is that they hired mercenaries for everything. So, like, you could be fighting for this kingdom and then you could be fighting for this kingdom. You could switch mid-war because they're going to pay you more. Like, there was a lot of that happening. There was not a lot of the, like, super loyal units. So, cool. Klaus was a mercenary since birth.
Yeah, since birth,
All right.
at least in
Alright,
his
so-
mind.
How about Vargren?
Well, first, Glee says your audio's no good, but you sound fine, and I see your levels are going up. So
She muted me. It's fine.
okay, that's all right. Vargan is a bit of a wanderer. He was once a knight, or at least that's the aspect I have. I picked the knight, and what was the other one? Survivor. So we will say pretty much him and his whole platoon or his platoon, not him, got all wiped out, and he's just been roaming on his own, probably for a good, we'll say 5 to 10 years. Never really got back into it, kind of disgraced. So he's just lone traveling from locale to locale, making ends meet.
Very nice.
Little dishonored, as it were.
And how about Ulrich von Klaus? Not to be confused with Klaus von Ulrich.
It's Ulrich to you, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
Ulrich.
Thank you. Let's see. Ulrich's been a mercenary for a good 10 to 15 years at this point. He's about 30. He is, sort of like Klaus. Born with a Flamberg. Very much the Bravos. He's got a bit of a foul mouth, but Skrat's told me that I have to rein that in.
Well,
Pretty
I
advanced.
mean, it's not Avenue
There's a
Studios, so you just can't go full
There's a definition
Australian.
of foul mouth, and as an Australian, mine's very different. So we'll hip check that for the moment. But yes, he's a lance snatched, so he spent a lot of time serving as a mercenary throughout various wars.
Love it. Wow, that was easy.
EZD6, you might say.
One would say. Who did you previously fight for? Was it a noble house, a church faction, a foreign crown, or simply whoever had coin? Pretty much for all of you, it's whoever had coin, is what I'm understanding.
I would have been on the
Whoever
nobles.
paid the most.
I was a knight.
I know. Well, you were a knight.
Were.
Realistically, we all fought for the nobles because they had the most coin.
That's right. Do you remember the name of the last battle you fought in, and was it together?
Oh God, I wrote this down.
Hmm.
I wrote this down and then went to bed and forgot everything.
I think the last thing that he was involved, at least maybe not directly by being there, but possibly, was the sacking of brain go blank. What was the place that just got sacked in our timeline?
Yes, that place that just got sacked in our timeline.
We also should point out you don't have to be historically accurate, so
Yeah.
you can make up whatever you want.
Some of this is made up.
Very good.
I did not pull everything. The sack of
Magdeburg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he actually provided information to help the sacking happen.
That's evil.
Yeah.
But it pays the bills.
It pays the bills.
It did.
Historically inspired is correct.
That's
Yes.
very good.
Very good. Thank you, Glee. Incoming music.
Dun, 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 dun.
No.
But what
Chill.
if?
Music, bros. Skrat.
Hmm?
How long have the three of you been together?
I like the idea of those two goobers been traveling for a while and they just recently picked me up.
Are the other two goobers okay with this?
Yeah.
Totally okay with that.
Yeah, I think the two of us met because of a mistake because our names being similar, so we both showed up.
Mm-hmm. Yep, a noble in question didn't know who he was supposed to hire, so he just took us both on. He knew it was one of us, he wasn't sure which.
I love it. Fantastic. For today's setting, you guys are being hired to protect a merchant. There is a little lull in all of the combat, at least in the area we are in, which is going to be the wealthy town of Wilden. It is famed for its wines, which is great. You guys were hired as a protector of this particular merchant who asked you to meet him outside of where the vineyard and party is going to be. Outside as in like towards the other side of town. So here we go. That's what he looks like. Does anybody remember his name?
Nope.
No,
What?
I will.
As soon as I scroll up for just a second,
Matthias
let's-
Rellin.
All
So we're
right.
gonna-
your
That's wrong, we
first
did a
thing
double check.
is it just says this is your employer.
Nice.
Yeah, you never told us his name. Of course, we don't remember.
I think I figured out why all the audio just got wonky.
Yeah.
That was that Windows update we were just talking about. So
Oh, that'll do it.
everybody's
that'll do
gonna hear double for like 1 second. Everybody go, and then we'll get like quintuple going on here. Okay,
Mm.
I apologize for all this nonsense, but
You did only say merchant employer. You never told us his name.
Oh, that's okay.
Unless it was later on down.
These things happen.
Why would we,
We just,
remember
we
his
just
name?
know
He
he's
hasn't
the
paid us
sad
yet.
looking one.
Regardless, he is part of the Silver Chalice, a group of merchants who are hoping to encourage stability and put an end to this endless, what feels to be endless war to you guys. And there's a festival being held to bring this together with wines and goods. Who doesn't love a good wine and a good good?
a good. Those are the
love the
best
goods.
goods.
So we're going to start this with you guys meeting your new employer, or meeting where he told you to meet you. He's already given you a little bit of money in advance so that you'd show up.
Smart.
Then he said he'd give you some when you show up, and he'll give you the rest when the festival is over and he is still alive. As you guys pull up to the small village of Oberwilden, it is quite busy. A lot of people going in and out. Not the busiest it's ever been because of all of the stress in life and sicknesses and things like that. There are a couple of people walking around who give you these dirtiest looks as you come into town. Are you guys wearing any heraldry at all?
My shield, probably. I'd like to
Yeah.
think that's still the same one that I used back then.
Yeah, you're definitely getting some nasty looks.
All right, that's fair.
I think no. Very bright and flamboyant, but no actual heraldry.
Which is also stand out.
Yeah, I think for Claus, he probably would have done a little bit of research and possibly known a good why can I say this word?
Heraldry?
Yes. So I don't know. Should I make a roll to see if he can figure out a
Sure.
good one to wear?
Yeah, roll a d6.
And I think this is part of being a dandy. So do I get a boon?
Sure.
So I
I'm
just
not
roll
sure.
2d6, right? And
Yeah,
see which one's higher. A 5.
nice. You are wearing the heraldry of the Kingdom of Sweden. And you don't get as many dirty looks. All right. Standing next to the cart with his silver crest on the side of it, you are going to see Matthias. You guys have met him before. You know what he looks like. Is there any roleplay the three of you would like to have before you go up to your soon-to-be employee?
Employee or employer?
Employer.
Yes. I meant employer. You are the employee.
Change of plans. We're hiring you.
Now, and to be clear, our main thing is just to keep him alive. That's the only thing he's hiring us for.
And protect his goods.
And
His good
protect his
goods.
goods. Okay.
Das Goods.
Yep.
So, is there anything the three of you would like to say to one another before we approach him?
All right, make sure you guys keep an eye out for any beautiful ladies. Point them out to me. We might be able to gather some important information from them about anybody trying to steal the goods.
Naturally.
You're just not exactly wrong about that. Because they could be getting information out of other people.
Uh-huh.
That is accurate.
I hate it,
Running
but he
point
might be
under?
right.
I know.
It has to happen. It's a statistical anomaly.
All right. As you approach, he's very nervous, very jittery. He's playing with his fingers. He's, yes, you've made it. It's Klaus, and Vatican. Oh, I was getting nervous. You guys got paid off.
No, yeah, we're here as requested.
Aye, and quite on time too, huh? Man, it is a beautiful day for being early October. I appreciate you guys showing up. Now remember, don't partake in too much of the wine, okay?
What kind of goods am I seeing in his cart, or have we already been informed of what kind of goods he has?
He has wine casks.
Okay.
Define too much.
I mean, you know yourself, don't you? Like, enough that if we were to get attacked, it wouldn't hinder your ability to protect me. Oh boy, with tension so high, and we're trying to encourage the peace of the time. You know, I got a sinking feeling that we're in for some doom or something.
Well, you should, as long as you know you've got those coins, so we're definitely going to work to.
I almost forgot. And he reaches into a satchel and pulls out some more silver coins and.
And so when I see him do that, can I tell that the rest of the payment is still on him and not at another location?
We are playing a tabletop RPG. If you would like to kill your employer, I will not stop you.
If he does befall a bad fate, we can still get paid. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Roll me a check, a d6, or if you have any boons that you think would apply, let me know.
I mean, I do have the spy aspect, so like it's kind of related to, you know, being observant and that sort of thing.
Sure. Roll 2d6.
4.
Yeah. Definitely well laden. Like the strap is pulling into his neck enough to know that that's probably got a good chunk of coin in it.
Okay.
Probably why he's so dang nervous, too.
Noted.
And see, you guys' britches are a little bit more filled. Oh, and do you need anything from the general store before we get to moving? You guys got what you need, yeah?
I believe we are fairly well equipped to handle this. Who should we be worrying about? I mean, if you're hiring us to protect you, surely there's someone of concern.
Well, there's always somebody of concern. Do you not live in these times? Ulrich. Ulrich. Well, the Crimson Hand definitely has a hatred for what we're trying to do. They'd like to squash any kind of rebellion, but you know. And so, as I'm looking over Ulrich, what weapons am I seeing? What am I seeing?
Oh, well, I mean, he's got the flamboyant garish slashed fabrics of the Lance Nest, but he's also got a decently heavy amount of half-plate armor. He's got a big old Flamberg, and he keeps a belt knife just for when he needs something a bit smaller.
And then when I glance over at Vardigan, what is the most obvious weapon that stands out to me?
Can you call the shield a weapon?
I mean,
it'd be the most obvious for sure, because it's a little big. But what I'm hoping to do with him is he's got the flintlock pistol, a little longer than normal, because the idea is he starts off with the shot and then he flips it over, and he's got a good few inch spike on the handle of his flintlock.
oh,
So he uses it like a war pick.
just the idea of that
Mm-hmm.
happening just sounds brutal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes a good pick. Just right.
And then Klaus, what weapon stands out most right now?
Well, most aren't seen. Probably the only one that would be obvious would be the crossbow. Maybe a dueling. He probably have visible dueling dagger.
I was kind of hoping that you guys had come a little bit more armed. I would, not a whole lot of gunpowder, you know.
Well, if we show what we have, people will know what we have.
Gun is coward's weapon.
He goes over to the side of the cart, and he there's like a wooden lid. It's rough hewn wood, and he pulls it back and then lifts up a piece. There's a nice long musket in there. Aye, there's only one, and it's noted. But if for some reason we run into trouble, don't feel free to grab it and take a shot, okay?
Absolutely.
I think it's about time we get heading up to the vineyard.
Now, is it a open cart? Is it a cart with like a cloth covering, or is it like?
Sorry, it's an open cart with a cloth covering, 2-horse pulling, and so it's wooden. Oh, what's the word for the? Is it buck? I don't remember the name of the. There's a name for this particular cart, but that's okay. Yeah, and they got a nice thick canvas or cart, is covering it.
I guess my main question is the. So you just mean this is covering the goods, or is it like?
It's covering the goods.
Okay.
So it's open top essentially. Like if you were to whip
Gotcha.
that back, yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering if I could get at a higher advantage point to like sit and watch type thing.
I mean, if you would like to sit on the casks on top, sure.
Yeah, that's going to be my idea. That way I've got the crossbow ready there, and if I need to, I can like lean back and grab the musket.
Awesome. I love it. Excuse me. Traveling down the road, bumping our way. You guys are quiet. Is there anything you want to ask Matthias or each other?
What was the duration of this contract? The whole festival. How long's the festival? Why didn't we ask this earlier?
It's only a few hours. Hopefully it'll be quick, and we can get some of the nobles that are a little tense to get them a little tipsy and get them a little bit joyful. Maybe we get them talking, and maybe we can put an end to some of this mess or make some alliances happen, right? Wine,
that's what you want to do.
Wine always has a way of building alliances, at least till the morning. He winks.
As we pass by a beautiful lady, say, "Hey, princess, you wouldn't happen to know where a lonely knight could scabbard his sword, would you?"
Roll a d6 with a boon, because that's how you build your character.
That's one. I'm
What'd you
not
say?
gonna tell you what the limit is, but when you hit it, no more streams for you.
Well, I am appalled of your, but slightly aroused by your boldness. And she's gonna just walk off. So we are out of town. No more ladies, and we are.
I might have a list.
We're good. We're going through a section of woods, the trail that then begins to wind up onto the hillside. And as we're going through the woods, the woods seem a bit quiet today.
Is it normally not this quiet? It's
That
very
is-
close to town.
Not a bird chirping, no squirrel chittering.
Yeah, I've definitely got the crossbow like in my lap as I'm sitting up on the casks.
I'm assuming Klaus and, thanks for doing that to me. Ulrich and Vardigan are kind of walking, or
Mhm.
are you sitting on
Yeah.
the back? Okay, walking.
Up
Alright.
front. I
Walking,
would
it's
imagine.
kind of hard to sit with a, big old Flamberg. They're not really made for it.
Yep, that's true. All right. I just was expecting a bit more noise through here. And why isn't nobody walking this way yet? We're the first car to be moving. Maybe they're coming from the other side, huh?
Can
What time-
I, at that comment, am I able to check the road and see if we are actually the only ones, or if I'd find some other tracks?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Give me that roll.
And while he's
2d6?
rolling, is the forest like dark?
It's not dark out right now. It is like sun setting. So is it dark to you? Yeah, it's that awkward light where it's on the road where the trees are kind of cleared, it's brighter, but like looking into the woods, it's harder to see.
2d6 for the roll, using the night
Yep.
background basically for the military
Yep,
stuff.
yep.
All right.
Military.
I don't know why the
Nice.
dice are all black and can't see what they say.
Yeah, they're all colored.
Is
for
that
me.
what it's
They
is
were
it doing on
earlier.
stream too?
Yeah, what I'm seeing, let me just try and refresh.
Yeah.
But I got a 5, it looked like, so.
It does. Yes, you did get a 5. And so Vardigan, there definitely has been some activity that has come through here before, and you're actually going to see that behind you there is another cart on its way, but it's just leaving town, so it's like you can just see it. They were getting ready on your way out, so you're not the only one making your way.
Making your way.
Is he fibbing to us then? Is he setting us up? What's going on here? He said we were the only
think-
ones out here.
I think he's stressing out.
Ah,
Stressing out.
You need to calm yourself, Matthias.
Matthias. I just, it's, I got a bad feeling, okay?
Should not have a bad feeling with us around.
And then
You
as
pay
he,
us very specifically so you don't get a bad feeling.
well, as you say that, a crossbow bolt slaps into his leg,
ooh.
and there is going to be a bunch of them flying from the woods. Can I have one of those that they're miraculous saves from the Vardigan and Ulrich? Klaus, I want one from you, but you automatically get a bonus because you are up and above, and they're aiming more at wounding the guys on the ground.
A miraculous save? Not a
Yeah.
armor save?
I have a whole bunch of crossbow bolts coming at you. You're not going to be able to dodge them all.
Got a shield, man.
And you can
And
have a
so,
boon.
since I
Okay.
already get to roll twice, does that
Not for a
mean?
miraculous save,
Not
do you?
great.
Yeah, I think it covers miraculous too.
What does?
I'll have to double check it, but I thought that's what it said.
Uh-oh.
I needed a 5, didn't I?
Yeah.
I forget. Can
Um,
we use the stress on miraculous saves?
I would allow it, yeah.
All right. I'll accrue a stress.
Cool.
But I'll use my that, I guess. Oh, that's a melee strike.
Looks like you're low rolling. Mustache, did you roll and I missed it?
Yeah, I rolled.
Oh, what'd you roll?
Looks like a 4.
Oh, who am I missing?
We are missing Bug. No, that's everybody.
No, he hasn't rolled yet.
Vargan
Wait.
has rolled.
He rolled a 2. That's why he was wanting to use a stress to roll again.
No,
think,
no,
or
no.
to
I got
increase.
2 d6 because I got a shield.
Oh, okay.
He allowed it, but one was 4, one was 2, so I used the 4 and upped it by 1. with
Interesting.
the
I
stress.
don't see the rolls, so that's not a big deal.
Oh. Did your chat
All right.
fade out?
Nope. I have chat popped up. All right, you guys. What happens is the crossbow bolts out of the woods and slapping into the cart, and one slaps Matthias right in the leg. Ah! And he's like gonna fall off to the side. But the attack! And he starts crawling to the tires as gentlemen start stepping out from the gentleman. That's a funny word. As
Yeah, it says, so I save against wounds on a 6, but roll 2 dice and use the higher roll, the same for miraculous saves.
oh, okay, cool. Roll another d6 then. Cool. Oh man,
Just click everything.
everything's getting clicked. I'll delete it. You guys, what? So Klaus and Ulrich are going to take a crossbow bolt. You're going to take 1 strike.
Oh no!
There is a crossbow bolt sticking in Vargan's shield.
Several of them.
As 6 gentlemen stepping out of the woods, and you hear more running through the woods away. These guys are armed with a cutlass and what looks to be a pistol.
Pistole.
Vargan, what are you doing?
I mean, how close are they?
They are within a 1 movement.
Okay. So, I will approach with the shield up, and I guess we'll just echo this one. Also, I'm not
Perfect.
digging the token rolling thing.
Me either. That's
very
new
silly.
to Foundry 13, and I will see if I can shut it off while you do your thing.
If any of the Foundry people are watching, your new update sucks.
Yeah, it
Big
rolls
time.
every time you move the. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
That's bad.
it is
Alright.
bad.
So I'm gonna shield up, and I got the pistol out, and I'm just closing the distance on this guy, and I'm gonna shoot the pistol as I'm closing in.
I know what it's trying to do. It's trying to turn you in the direction you're
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
moving. Well, if you have like light abilities and
It's that
sight
cone,
abilities,
I could see that, but like don't
Yeah.
rotate the token.
right?
Anyway, here's for my shot. It's a 4. 1 more and I could have crit. Dang it.
That is going to absolutely gonna. I mean, where were you aiming?
Oh, body shot. Just
I mean, if you spend a stress, you could just add 1 to it.
I already did 1 though.
All right. The smoke roils out of your gun, and as it clears your vision, you see this guy clutch his chest, and then falls over to the ground. Well done. Oh, Ulrich, crossbow bolt sticking out of your right bicep.
Don't like that. Look, we talked about language, so I'll just say that there's a string of expletives. I'm gonna charge these 3 and use a sweep attack. So let's go 1 at a time here, because I rolled 2 dice for my strike. I have a thing on my sheet. There it is. For rolling strikes.
That is going to hit. You're targeting this one first.
Targeting that one first. I'll just work clockwise around him.
Oh,
Oh,
did I
okay,
roll?
he doesn't like that.
no, that's your roll.
A 6.
All right, yeah. So he is. It's gonna catch him and like scratch across his chest, but he's not gonna go down.
Alright. Next one.
I'm reloading,
Oh,
so
that's
just
not
tell me
great.
what number you rolled.
2d6 with Boone came out at a 3, so that one's a miss, I believe.
It is a miss.
Alright. And then I crit on the last one, so I keep rolling.
Roll. I mean, you're gonna kill him.
Ah, okay. All right. Revenge.
3 of the 6 banditos are currently down. Klaus.
Yeah, I guess seeing him engage with the one in front, I'll shoot the guy to the far left with my crossbow.
Okay.
Oh, can
Do a couple flips first.
yeah. Can I do a couple flips first to
trying
make
to-
it awesome?
I'm trying to fix the setting. So.
Does an acrobatic flip off the back of the car. Wow.
Okay, actually, I guess I will aim for the one in front of Ulrich because then I get a boon because of gank. Because he is engaged with Ulrich, right?
All right. Drop it like it's hot. Hey, I found the button.
Hey,
Hey, I fixed it.
Dying.
All right. That the crossbow bolt slaps him right in the throat.
oh, actually, so that would be like a 6 and a 5, but I don't think it matters. I think he's dead anyways.
He dead.
Because I get to do a wound for each dice potentially.
I get a
Okay.
chance.
Like, how do actions work? Is that just like the one action type thing? Because I didn't know if I could also pull out my pistol and try and shoot somebody else.
Oh, that's you can pull out your pistol, but you're not gonna be able to shoot somebody else.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, Vargan, this one here steps forward to run his cutlass across your chest.
Nope.
And what does he smash into your shield?
Yeah. Just comes up.
All right, this one back here is going to duck behind a tree, and he's going to take a shot at Klaus. Oh, that's a crit. All right, only one. The shot is going to graze you, Klaus, for a strike. That puts you at 2 strikes, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't do a wound
Yeah,
save.
he's
for that
got
or
a-
anything?
Armor
Oh,
save.
fine. Let's go for the kill. Yeah, you can do an armor save, which I believe of a boon too.
Yeah.
Want to spend stress?
Well, would that help?
No, you can spend as many stress as you want up to your max.
Oh, I thought you could only spend 1, but I'd have to
Oh,
spend
never mind.
6.
Never mind.
Or
Yep,
I have
yep,
to
yep.
get to 6.
I thought you rolled a 4.
Okay,
No, your armor saves a 6, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I just checked. All right, that bullet is going to graze you. Cut open your arm, blood running down your shirt. Well, it is the player's turn. You guys can take whatever order you wish to take.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stand looking confused for a second because the one in front of me just died, so it'll be someone else first.
All right. I'll get to clubbing this guy that just tried to take a swipe at me, so I'll flip the pistol over and get the spike ready. And that'll be another 2d6. Guess a 5 hits.
A 5 does hit.
All right. Not a crit, unfortunately, but it's very nice. So, does it do him in, or does he take more than one?
He's gonna die.
Okay. Then it goes right for the head, just over the top. Spike in the skull.
He staggers back as the blood runs down his face, drops the cutlass, and then just stumbles and topples to the ground.
Now, can I reload the crossbow and fire it again, or is that?
I
many
believe
actions?
crossbows. I don't remember now. You can reload and fire again.
It was just
Because
a basic
guns-
ranged weapon from EZD6, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you could just shoot it again.
Okay. I will do that.
It's the
You said he stepped back into the trees.
yeah. So you're gonna have a bane to this.
Does that help me overcome that?
Attuned?
Yeah. I can see in the dark really well, basically.
See in the dark. Sure. Well, you can roll straight.
Oof.
That's no good.
No.
Well, on the bright side, we can be confident that that tree's not coming after us.
Roll. Roll another d6, Klaus. All right.
One better.
Your crossbow does not break. All right. Ulrich, I believe that you have an action.
I do. So he's two movements away, basically, since he ran.
From you, he is 2
From me?
movements away.
That's fine. I will take the run and cover it up because no escape from the paycheck.
Very nice. As you run forward towards him, he's going to... well, the pistol's already has to be reloaded, so he's just going to drop that, draw his cutlass, and try to run you through.
That's not very nice.
That is just going to grind right off your armor, right?
Yeah. Where do I see that actually? Heavy armor, wound save. Wound save 4.
That's going to miss you. What's your to hit? Yeah, that's a...
Well, everybody's to hit's the same, right? And then it's the armor save you do.
Yeah.
Which I forgot what the to hit was, 3 or 4.
Is that 4 then, I guess, is the 2 hit?
It's 3 for bad guys now that most basic... Is it? Oh, man, it's been so long.
Yeah, that's where I was confused about the armor part. I haven't done as much EZD6.
Oh, sorry, Ulrich, that is going to hit you. Roll an armor save.
All right. I don't want that. I would like him to grind off my armor. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And how would you like to respond in kind?
With a flamberg, we're gonna go for that, like a shoulder to hip cut. Let's do that. Oh, I don't like that.
Want to
We're
spend
just
the
trading
stress?
blows over here. No, not really.
It actually is going to hit. Let's see if it
Oh,
does.
it's gonna hit.
It is. These are very pathetic creatures. Actually, he will take his sword and just right out of the way as you go to attack. Klaus, this opens up an opportunity for you to snipe him.
Yeah, I will definitely do that.
And he is engaged with a teammate, which would believe gives you a boon.
Do I get another boon for high ground?
Oh, gosh, sure.
Hey.
Who invited the mustache to play?
I think it was you. I voted against it.
Roll another d6. Cool. Tell me how he dies.
Yeah, I see my brother in arms there, possibly in trouble, just barely being saved by it. So I say, Ulrich, and I shoot as I do like a flip off the thing, and it like gets him right in the eye.
I'll dive to the side just in time. That could have hurt.
There's no immediate threats. Matthias is hiding underneath his cart while clutching at his leg, trying to stop the bleeding. Help me! Help me, quick!
So I'm gonna look and make sure that there's no ladies around first,
There are none.
and then I'm gonna go, ow, and walk over to him too to like see how badly he's hit.
His leg has a crossbow bolt sticking out of it, and it is blood-soaked, running down. And he's having a hard time stopping the bleeding. Who would like to assist this?
Well, I have the med kit and then the military background, so
I was gonna say we
I'm
could
gonna
just
do a
burn
quick-
it.
could
Yeah,
just
we
chop
can
it off.
cauterize.
Yeah.
No, don't
Put some leaks on it.
cut it
Time
off.
appropriate.
Come on, help me, please. Ouch.
Vargon.
So I'll go over there and I'll whoop at the kit and start pulling out the bandages and like lay it under the leg and hold it up right about before he would start tightening it down and have him hold it and say, all right, I'm gonna
And-
rip this
and I'm
thing
helping
out and you
hold-
cinch it real good when I do and then just rip it out.
Yeah, and I'm helping hold our merchant employer, but my eyes are looking down to his satchel with the money in it.
He still has it.
Like, but
If we just let him die here, we can walk away with this coin.
And why?
I mean, I'm fine with it. We can do this.
I'll do a quick sweep and then stand guard because we've got a cart coming up behind us anyway that we know about.
A quick sweep, as in like cut his head off.
No, a quick sweep of the area.
Oh. Sorry.
yeah, I look at, when he does that sweep and he makes eye contact with me. I like look at him and then I look down at the satchel. I look at him. I look down at the satchel of money.
Just like shrug, your call.
Anyway, I
Accidents
pull the
happen.
arrow out and tie the wound
Ow!
and tell him he'll be all right. He'll live.
Klaus, do you steal from the satchel?
No, I'm not gonna steal from her right now.
Okay.
But
Ulrich, you do a sweep, and you're gonna quickly realize, as you're like the battle's calming down for a split second, you remember there were more running through the woods back up the trail.
If there's more of them retreating, but they're going to be in front of us.
When I look at the layout of the cart, do I think that I could like make a fort?
That's what I was just thinking. Stand the barrels upright. Or
Yeah,
something.
put the make a pillow fort, but out of why in that way you can
Absolutely.
cover.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I'll look at Ulrich and be like, "Hey, let's start rearranging this. Who else is hurt besides me?"
I also took a bolt.
Both of you did?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I
Yeah.
took two, but I took a bolt and a bullet actually.
So you're
You're a
missing
little
two?
more hurt than I am.
You're down 2 strikes?
Yeah, I'm down 2 strikes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let him have one use of the kit then. I can only do 1 per scene, so one strike. So that'll get you up to 2.
All right.
Alrighty.
Quickly bandaging up your arm where the bullet grazed is now no longer pouring blood out.
That'll be a good story for the ladies.
Sure, bud.
I hope a lady kills you. I'm gonna make a lady NPC right now.
Hey, look, I told you, I will be happy as long as my character dies in the arms of a beautiful lady.
Even if she's the one who puts the blade through you.
Even if she's the one that puts the blade. If I'm in the arms of a beautiful lady, Klaus will be happy.
Does anybody want to like search the banditos, or we're just gonna keep moving forward?
I mean, definitely,
Yeah.
gotta get some more bolts.
Yeah.
Get some more lead or black powder or whatever, but also to kind of see if they're affiliated with anybody, if they're just random thugs.
Yeah, look for any marking tattoos or heraldry.
Paper with orders
Necklaces
on it.
even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is you are going to find a set of paper orders, and it's from the Crimson Hand. Anybody here ever deal with documents? You think your character would be good at like
Yeah,
looking over documents?
my spy
Yeah, give me that roll.
aspect. Why can I not spell today? All right. Task
With a
check.
dude.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Did you see that 4?
Nope. I'm gonna try. Oh, there it is. Had to scroll down. All right, Klaus. This is a forgery document. It is meant to frame the Crimson Hand.
So that one of you like hands me the note and I start looking at it like, what do you think about? You want to go upstairs and see my holy grail? Think that would work well?
Mm,
Oh, by the way, this looks like this is a forgery, by the way.
You know, he had one strike. We could have killed him. Like, just real easy.
That's in game. You say that, right?
Yeah, yeah. He had one hit left, it looked like.
kind of on his last legs.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's trying to frame the Crimson Hand. Which would only leave that other group.
Whose name we definitely know.
I'm
And it is
scrolling up.
something along
Look
the
at there.
lines of
The Vine Wardens.
Yep.
Those traditionalists. They did pay well last time, though.
Maybe they pay well again. This time to live.
I mean, if we turned him in and also took his satchel.
Well, you're going to turn in
I'm
the
assuming
merchant?
you're not saying that in front of him.
No, we've gone over to we're at the bandits' bodies. He's back at the cart.
Okay. Just want to be sure. Gotta double check these things, you know.
Just something to think about.
And also maybe the Crimson Hand pay to find out that they are being framed.
Hmm.
Money across the board.
This is true. I put the document in one of my things. Satchels or whatever.
Awesome. My leg hurts. Do one of you want to drive? I'm gonna lay in the back in your port. I gotta change my pants. Good thing I brought a spare.
Try the brown pair this time.
I
They will serve you better.
guess I would be the best one to drive since you guys are more like,
I am not inclined to handle animals well.
well, I meant more that you're more like on the ground because of your weapon and stuff and shield.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a dandy. Maybe is it a female horse or no?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll drive the cart while
It's a female horse.
yeah, I go up to the horse first, and I like pet its mane and stuff, and you're a good girl. Let's get on with this. Or did you say there's 2 horses leading it?
Just want to make sure the horse didn't kick you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a pair.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start moving it while he gets situated in the makeshift fort.
All right. The cart that was supposed to come behind you hasn't come yet. It's a bit strange.
That should have caught us up by now. You think we should investigate that first or pursue? We pursue, they get time to set up, but we know there's no one behind us. I don't know.
You're in the driver's seat. Close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just starting to drive,
right.
going forward, so that we're moving. And so the cart that was coming up behind us has slowed/stopped.
Yep, you don't see it, and it
we
was
don't even see
coming. Nope, don't even see it.
Okay, was it because we went around a bend or something?
Possibly.
Okay.
So yes, you went around the bend, but like it was close enough that it should have been
we
there
should have
by now.
I could maybe try and slip around, and it would require one of you to drive, but I could try and slip into the woods and sneak and see what's behind us and then catch up and go ahead of us, but you'll have to drive slowly.
Is a fine plan.
I'm glad I hired you guys. Oh. Why are we stopping?
Well, making some decisions. So do one of you want to come up and drive, and I'll go?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll
Sneaky
do it. If we're going super slow, I think I could have the shield out and the reins in the other hand.
So the horse is just like barely moving along, right? Kind of to give time for Klaus to sneak through the woods back
Yeah.
to the bend and see what's going on. All right, give me that sneaky roll.
All right, and I've got sneaky, so got a boon to it. Hey.
Also, another reason I don't invite Mr. Mustache. He always rolls well.
Well, it depends on the situation. In combat, I usually don't.
All right. Klaus, you're going to be making your way through the woods and you're going to cut straight across towards the bend and you are going to find that cart. And the horse that was pulling that one is slain. And you're actually going to see there are two guys who are tied up against the cart and a handful of similarly dressed gentlemen that successfully ambushed the other cart. And they're currently unloading the goods that are in the back of it.
So you say a handful, like are we talking about like 4 or 6?
At this particular moment, there's 5. It looks like one
Okay.
died in the midst of combat.
Now, of course, the most important question is, are any of the non-banditos ladies?
Yes, one of them is a very fine-looking woman
Ah,
dressed in very fine clothes, probably
Oh.
has some wealth and probably lonely.
I mean,
Skrat slowly. Yeah, Jacob's fired again. I'm just kidding.
okay, so I'm in the dark.
Yeah, they don't see you for sure, and it's definitely darker. Like the sun setting, it's that weird like gray out, where it's like,
Mhm.
and you see them clear as day, and you are really well hidden.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get like, make sure I'm like at my max range, so I have the maximum amount of time for them to like come after me, type thing.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And I'm gonna try and like be picking them off, and possibly them not knowing where I'm shooting from.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how much of that I mean, because I've got the hide and moving unseen.
Uh-huh.
And I've also got the attuned, so figure
Love
I
it.
can- And in this case, I've got gank because they're going to be surprised. So at least the first person is probably going to get obliterated.
Absolutely love it. Let's do this.
I mean, I've got to save the lady, guys. I'm sorry.
Yep.
You know what? I'll let you. You don't have any stress. Never mind.
I have 0 stress right now. Yeah.
Remember, there's still the hero die.
Oh,
So
what does that
we
let you
have-
do?
Reroll.
Just a
Well-
reroll? Okay.
Is it reroll anything or just reroll ones?
Reroll once. One die.
No, reroll ones. Like when you reroll a 1. Is that when you use a hero die, or is it on anything? I forget.
Oh, I thought it was on anything. Uh-oh.
Oh, I think
Have I
it-
been doing it.
When you roll a 1, your hero die is your only option. Like you can't use karma on ones. That's what it was. Which we don't. Karma or stress, whichever. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so do I got 2 boons then on this first shot?
Correct.
Okay.
oh,
Roll another d6.
I rolled 2 d6s on that too.
I know.
And
Roll another one.
technically, I roll a d6 for each. I roll 2 for the damages, but
I mean, roleplay wise, you rolled so well that you're going to thud one. He's gonna drop, no problem. Like he to his back, and another one goes a turn. Another arrow hits. What? We under attack! I did not mean to turn on ice shield.
frozen in
Uh,
fear.
They start taking cover, and they're gonna start just taking pop shots
and
in
yeah,
a direction.
I'll kind of duck behind a tree, then reload, pop back out, and try and shoot another one type thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Just tree. You hear the slugs, the bullets going through the woods.
No, because they're firing the pistols.
These 3 just
Nice.
fired pistols. So 3
Excellent.
pistols. Just
I was hoping that might happen because then it would be really loud, and hopefully my friends would hear that.
I was just about to say, Vargan,
I'm
Yoda,
tempted to
please
go
roll me a-
faster and go, away from him. But I
You want me
suppose.
D6s though, both of you.
Oh, D6s. Just one, you say, or
Yep.
that's unfortunate.
Skrat's character, whose name is not Skrat, it's Valdigan, is going to hear the shots behind you.
Right. So I guess I will. We discussed the plan. I know what he's doing, so it wouldn't be hard to put together. I will ask my other associate if he would like to pursue. Do we leave the merchant, or do I just?
We
go
definitely don't.
Don't leave the merchant. Leave.
I mean, we're getting paid to protect him. We can't just leave him here.
Leave Lady Killer to his own devices out there.
No, you guard the cart. I will meet him in the middle.
Okay. I will stay with the cart then.
All right, Klaus, they are taking cover and reloading as you are going to have a chance. So they're spending their their turn
Right.
reloading their pistols.
So I want to move unseen to get to a new position. Or actually, I think I'll try and shoot them first and then move unseen.
Okay.
So, do I have any boons because they don't quite know where I am, or just flat roll?
I'll give you a boon because they're hiding.
A boon because they're hiding?
Because they're not actively looking right now. They're
Okay.
reloading. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ooh.
So
All right.
a 3 technically hits, right?
A 3 is a success in this one, yes.
Okay. So then I roll for again, or
No, that's a
they
hit.
roll. Okay.
I'm going to roll an armor save
Gotcha. Okay.
They don't.
for these ones.
Do they get
it's
armor
because
save?
they're hiding? No, they
Oh.
don't typically get an armor
Alright.
save. All right. You're actually going to shoot the pistol out of his hand.
Nice. Okay. And then I'm gonna move so they think I'm still there. I'm gonna try and do the move unseen thing.
Awesome. Moving through the woods. Ulrich, what is your approach?
Vaguely following the same path I know he went down at a quick pace until I can sort of get up to the fight and take cover somewhere.
You're going to go through the woods.
Well, it's faster than walking back around the road,
It
right?
is. It
Yeah.
is. Cool. All right. Ulrich, you're going to come up where you think Klaus is. Of course, he's hard to find. Just in time, though, for 2 shots to go off towards Klaus. Here's the first one.
Woohoo!
Well, sadly, that's Klaus. Go ahead and give me an armor save with 3 boons.
So that's just the wound save.
Yep.
3. Okay.
That is going to miss because they can't see you very well. So there's a lot of punishments on their end, essentially. And I'm going to fire again. Roll me another armor save, wound save, please.
Damn.
Well, that was a
Uh,
crit though. You get to roll again, and he has to save each one.
No, keep lowest.
No, I crit failed. Or I'm rolling with a Bane.
I thought you got a 6. Did you not?
He did. He got a 4 and 6, but he was keeping the lowest.
Because of all the unseen moving through the woods, they're panicking.
So I think what happens is as these shots are coming, I see Ulrich and I give him a salute right as I turn my body and a bullet goes in front of me and a bullet goes behind me. And then I spin behind another tree.
You always know how to make a mess.
Ulrich,
You
you're
can
going
see
to
the-
see. Go ahead.
I point the dress.
Yeah,
Pointing
of course.
out the lady.
We knew there must have been one, or you wouldn't have started this mess. Always for the lady.
What are you doing, Ulrich?
Oh, me. Alright. I think, if I can, I guess I'll take the run action to get to the other side of the cart they're taking cover behind.
You're gonna just like barrel through.
Barrel through and like take cover on the other side of that cart to them. So basically, we're taking cover from each other on this side of the cart.
I love it. Just sprinting the distance.
Mhm.
Klaus, you want to shoot again?
Yeah, and since I moved, I guess I would be positioned maybe more down here, ish,
Sure.
relatively. I mean, I know it's not exact.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, to have the mind.
Yeah. All right, just a straight attack this time, or?
Yep.
Okay.
That is going to miss. That's with a crossbow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a crossbow, not the pistol.
So as this little combat's going on down here, Vardigan,
Yep.
how you doing up there?
Man, just watching this cart and these horses and this shady merchant that I don't trust.
Yeah. How much do you not trust him?
A lot. He said some things that didn't add up.
A pair of gentlemen are gonna step out from the woods in front of the cart. Aye, won't you stop the horses right there?
So they're like fairly close.
Yep.
I'm just gonna blast him. No questions asked.
No role play for us today, gentlemen. Right to combat. All right.
Bargain's had
Let's do
enough. Oh,
I mean,
That was
you're
the
gonna put a
musket.
hole right through. Yeah, that's a crit.
yeah. So.
Yeah,
Dang it.
these guys. It doesn't matter. I was gonna say these guys have a little bit more armor on them and blah 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 blah, and they look a little tougher. But you know, whatever.
I got you.
Because you're gonna down one of them right away.
Just pulled it out with a
Matthias.
little spin.
What's going on?
Am
And he's
I allowed to
Go
move?
ahead.
Well, I would say as part of that action, am I allowed to move too, or?
you want to swing off the cart and let the horses have their own free will.
What are they doing? I mean, when the people, when
Uh,
the guy stepped out, and said stop. I mean, I imagine.
I mean, you just shot though, right?
Yeah. Are they bucking
Yeah.
and carrying on?
They're definitely not doing well. You shot from behind them over their heads. They're panicking. I'm actually gonna roll to see if they start to kind of take. Oh boy, they're
wanna
gonna
s-
start taking off.
I was kind of hoping for that. I want to steer him right towards the other guy.
All right,
Running
so
down.
instead of you moving, like give me a roll. This is gonna be a check of a 4 to help navigate them to run them over.
All right. Does the military training kick in here?
Sure,
I believe so.
absolutely.
Oh yes.
So, what I didn't get to say, you're gonna run this guy off the road. He's not gonna die, but you're gonna plow him to the side, and he's gonna fall over, and he's gonna essentially take a strike. And you're going to be hauling down, the horses, trying to get them under control. You did use the momentum, whack this guy off the road, and you are going to be continuing down the path. We're gonna jump over to the other group, and I'll tell you what happened in a minute. We'll jump back and forth. Klaus and Ulrich, you guys had a turn. It is now my turn. The guy who doesn't have a pistol is going to draw his sword and run around the cart to you, Ulrich. Do you have anything, Ulrich, that lets you strike
I
them?
have checkmate.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him.
Yep, get him. All right. Surprise!
Oh, he's gonna. These guys
Just
are
sort
not
of
very-
leverage that sword against the cart and let him run straight into it as I hear the footsteps
Uh-oh.
come around.
right into it. And just gonna crumple over your blade and fall to the side. The two who were tied up are sitting next to the cart. They're like wiggling, trying to get out of their bondings. The other two bandits that are left they have successfully reloaded. Klaus, what are you doing?
Okay, so yeah, I can go here. Yeah, I'll do one more with the crossbow and then potentially close the distance here. Or do I have enough where I could like run up and then like shoot? Like if I ran, could I make it to here to shoot my pistol?
Sure.
Okay, I think I'll do that. Of course, as I'm going, I'm gonna wink at the lady and say, "Do not worry, my lady. I will rescue you." And yeah, I'll fire across them. I don't know if I can get a surprise from that or not by suddenly appearing around the cart.
Sure. All right. I mean, you're gonna crossbow bolt him dead.
No, that was the pistol.
Oh, sorry. That's yeah.
Does it go through and hit the other guy?
I'm not giving you that.
I mean, I do have, the gank thing.
No.
Okay.
This is not today's guns. All right. It whacks into him, and he's going to stumble over and drop to the ground. Hey, Vargan.
Yo.
As you race past the bandits, what are you doing? Because,
So is the cart coming up to my other two teammates here, or am I going the opposite direction?
Oh, you're going the opposite direction.
Okay. I'll try and stop them. Stops the horses, that is.
Perfect. You pull back on the reins, and they are going to stop. And you look back, and you see Matthias hobbling in your direction, but he's panicking because the one bandit is getting back up, and as he's rising up, and he sees Matthias there, and I finally got him. And pulls out his cutlass and starts running towards him. What do you do?
Let's say there's probably a good amount of space.
Oh yeah.
Do I have time to reload?
Yep.
I'm gonna get back there with Matthias or whatever his name is, and
Yep.
I want to reload, and then like I only got two hands.
While driving the horses, so you're spinning the cart around in the road, and while reloading.
No. The horses come to a dead stop because Matthias is behind me, and the dude's
So he's not in the
him.
cart.
I thought he was in the cart.
Oh, no, sorry. He was getting out of the cart.
Matthias was?
To grab the rifle when the horses took off.
Oh.
But you were looking forward and didn't see that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will run to him while reloading if I'm able.
All right. Yes, Vargan, you're running towards him, reloading. Matthias is now turned around and heading the other direction away from this guy who's walking in with a cutlass. Mind you, he has a crossbow bolt in his leg. And so he is... What? Sorry, the wound.
Yeah.
So I more of mean like, walking is not easy right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dang it! Where's everybody?
So the idea is I'm trying to get a shield in front of him between Matthias and dude, but I don't want Matthias getting out of my reach is the other thing. So if I have to hold on to him, I will. But that's why I was saying I only have 3 hands. But I will reload on the way, and then I assume that'll take my action as I'm getting between those two.
Yeah, I mean, reloading while wearing the shield, and it's definitely it's a clunky mess while running. So that'll be all of your actions as you're going to get to him to close the distance.
Okay.
So we'll come back around to see what happens. Ulrich.
All right. Would intimidation come under my main or my free action?
Well, what are you trying to do?
I was going to see if I can get him to surrender before I, finish him off.
Absolutely. Main action.
Absolutely. Main action. Oof. All right. Let's You know you have no friends left. It's time to drop your gun, yeah? Let's roll. Let's see. I got a boon to intimidation. I just want to roll task check.
He looks behind him at the body that just fell, and it's like, ain't you right? And he'll sheath his cutlass and start running.
Well, you can shoot him now.
Klaus, are you gonna shoot this man running away?
I mean, if he tells me to shoot him now.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, yeah, I'll
He had his chance.
He also left your range, didn't he? So you could get a free action on him too. Your checkmate thing.
Oh, true.
I guess technically you could, as he goes to run. If
Oh, true.
Get chopped and shot at the same time. Just throw your giant sword at him.
Like a javelin.
who's attacking first?
Oh, he did a 4.
I-
Oh, I didn't see it. Interesting. The dice are not rolling suddenly.
Well, when you use the sheet to do stuff, it doesn't roll the
that's
dice.
right.
I've just been rolling them
How
manually.
is that what's happening? Okay.
All right. Well, as he turns to run, you step forward and just cut him down.
Yeah, like, sort of predicted that he'd try to run away, because, you know, they're kind of a cowardly sort, so just sweep through the leg.
And like I see the swing happening, I know he's gonna hit, no problem. So I just spin around, pull out my stiletto, and slice the ropes off the lady and pick her up. And of course, as I pick her up, pulling her up so that she's looking in my eyes, I say, "Thy breastplate is wondrous. Wouldst thou hold my pole arm whilst I attempt to light thy fire?"
Going up to Vargan, who is currently
Don't time for this. Get in the cart. They're shooting over there.
Vargan, you get there as the bandit. He's pulling back to strike Matthias in the back. Go ahead and give me a roll to intercept.
Okay.
This could be a strength-based roll.
Oof.
Is it worth stress?
How many do I need? Is it a 3?
Oh, it would be 3.
I mean, is the goal 3, or do I need 3 stress?
Sorry, the goal was 4.
Ooh.
So it would put you at 3 stress, which would put you at 1 strike.
Yeah. I'll burn the hero die. How about that?
Ah.
Can you add stress to hero die? I didn't think you could. Or
I'd
can-
allow it.
Would you? Alright, I'll take the 1 stress then.
All right, you're at 2 stress. No hero die. Vargan, you step forward and you block the sword. And he's like, he swipes at you. Oh, that is gonna bounce off of your shield. What do you do back, Vargan?
I'm gonna save my shot, so I'm just gonna club him with it. The spiky end. 4.
All right. You hit him. And he's got you plunge it right into his chest, and it punctures into his breastplate. As you pull it out, you hit well, but he's standing, and he's gonna return. Now Matthias is gonna shove him, so it's gonna give him a bane to hit you, Vargan. All right, and then he's gonna miss. What do you do?
I'll club him again.
He stumbles past as he tries to swipe at you.
Yeah. Look at there. Back of the
And
head.
you're gonna catch him right in the back of the head, and he is going to drop dead.
And I'm going to grab Matthias, chokehold.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, but I'm going to start dragging him towards my 2 teammates.
Oh, no, the carts, the goods are that way. What are you doing?
They ain't going nowhere. You'll be all right.
Yes, because a duck named Duck. All right, we are. All right, Klaus, the lady that thou holdeth in your hands. I'm not. I don't have a breastplate. I don't understand what you are saying. Please set me down. I'm fully capable of walking myself.
Oh, that's what the. I'm sorry. That's what the lady just said.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that she's able to stand all right. Is the other person just like some guy?
It's her servant.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay then. I'll cut them free and let them stand up. They're
He
just a
stands
servant.
up. Oh, thank you. Please set me lady down. Yeah, set me down.
Oh yeah. No, I did. I
Did you
set her
hold
down.
slicing the cut?
Yeah, I didn't
set her down.
slice him free while I was holding her.
Oh, I thought you were.
Ugh.
She is mine. I am cutting you free, and she is mine. I keep
I
it her.
claimed her.
I am Countess Ilse von Burden. Oh, what is the meaning of all of this? I thought this festival was free of the war and banditry that's happening across the lands, but apparently it's not.
Yes.
It will be when we're done with it. But they're shooting over there, so we should probably go check that out too.
And you said the horses were slain already here?
Yep, they're dead.
Okay. I offer my arm to her to escort her towards the wagon, saying, we have a cart with horses where you could ride much more comfortably than your current.
No, I am not going to the festival in these. And plus, I'm not going to leave my goods behind. And I'm a horse breeder. That was part of my stock.
Was.
It's like, well, perhaps we could make arrangements to combine the two carts together to make sure that you can still arrive with your other goods.
You're with that fat coward. No way am I working alongside of him. I'm surprised he even paid you. He probably wasn't going to finish paying you, I tell you that much.
Would it please the lady if he was no longer breathing?
Oh, would it? It'd probably please most of the countryside. Especially the chapel of St. Luther.
I look over towards Ulrich and I go, with a look that's like, my decision's made.
Yeah, as long as we get paid from somebody.
So say, I think I could help you make that a reality.
At that moment, Vargan walks around the corner from the bend, practically dragging Matthias. Let me go, I can walk on my own. Come on, let me go!
No.
I'll say, just one moment, Countess, and I'll start striding towards to meet Vargas and pull them into the woods. Be like, Vargas, let's step into the woods here for a moment.
You're the reason I saved the bullet. I'm going to demand to know what's going on, because I am going to inform my two compadres here that this seems not like a, there goes my mushroom guy, not like a random bandit raid attack thing. This seems a little well organized. There's a lot of moving parts here, and that our friend Matthias isn't adding up. And I will say this all very clearly where Matthias is, because I'm still hanging on to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be like, well, I just spoke with the lovely Countess. She was quite distraught and apparently thinks very poorly of this merchant. So it would please her if he no longer existed.
Oh, so I'll give him a good, like that. Not kill him, but choke him and pull him a good bit. And be like, ask him why somebody of such. Would that tell me she's a powerful person? Somebody of such authority wants him dead?
A horse breeder in this day and age is worth a lot. Probably sought after from multiple different angles. Cavalry was still a very big deal.
That's a good point.
And she's
I mean-
titled. So
Klaus definitely is seeking after her from multiple angles.
Yeah, so I'll ask Matthias why Why is he so disliked and apparently wanted dead by somebody with so much pull?
She always accuses me of poisoning my wine, and I'm nothing but spurring these fights because I make money off of it.
Poison wine. Well, Mr. Spy Man, you want to check the wine and see if it's poison?
I do have a poison antidote on me as one of my items.
Well, I didn't mean just drink it. I meant like, use your,
Well, I know,
your
but
background.
It's just funny that I happen to have that as one of the items I picked.
Or better yet, no, I have the best way to test this. We'll get Matthias to drink some.
Mhm.
And if he's not
I think
scared
it's
to
fine,
drink
okay.
it, we know it's safe.
No, the cart is a distance away. Her cart's here.
Let's bring the cart back here so we can see what can be done between the two carts.
I'm gonna have Ulrich come with me. It's, just extra manpower. And we'll go. Get
And
the
I don't
other
know
cart.
if there's like, given my dandy and stuff, if I can like be talking to him to try and see if I can get any other information out of him.
Out of Matthias.
Yeah.
Oh, I was taking him with me. I ain't letting him go.
Well, I just meant like during the whole course of this, we had pulled him aside into the woods thing.
You want to pick up if there's or you want to ask him questions right now?
Yeah, like in this whole like back and forth where he's been articulating his concerns about Matthias, and then all this like my observing of him during the whole situation, and then talking to him and stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a D6. And being that you work in the spy industry, we'll make it a boon.
I've got that dandy.
Klaus. Something ain't adding up. That gun was of very new and fine quality. And it had his stamp on the butt of the musket.
It's like that's yes, that's a very expensive musket. I think you might need to reveal things to us, Matthias, unless you want Ulrich to come over here
What do I
and
need to reveal to you? Yeah, I pay you to protect me. And I'm being choked and dragged around.
all right, we'll let Ulrich come over here and extract it from you more physically then. I just turn and start to walk away, but slowly, like to give him a chance to maybe.
What is it that I need to tell you? I pay you to protect me. I don't need to tell you about my business. And I bring wine. And I'm not drinking my own stock. It's for sale.
Yeah, so I'll go back to the card and fill Ulrich in and be like, tell him about the musket. He might want to check it out too, since it seemed of very fine quality.
Mhm.
And I'll stay here with the lady while the two of you,
Go get that cart.
yeah, and possibly force feed some. might look for any marks on some of the barrels, because maybe one barrel's marked special as either being bad or good.
All right. So are we leaving the Count and her servant at her cart while the rest of you go get the other cart and bring it back? We can
Well,
fast
where-
forward.
My
do
idea
you
was
think-
Mustache was going to stay with the lady, and I was taking.
Oh,
Yeah.
mustache.
Where do you-
I was
Where do you
taking.
think Klaus is going to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was
Really?
taking Ulrich with me while one of us stayed
All
with
right.
the other people.
So as you guys are getting the cart and bringing it back, Klaus, do we have any questions for the lady, or is it all flirting?
Given my lady killer, which is meant to actually like withdraw information sometimes without them even realizing that they know something that's important type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely want to lean on that, but definitely heavy flirting.
What is it you're looking for? Like, what kind of questions are you asking, or information you're looking for?
I think in conversing, just trying to see in her interactions with Matthias, if there's, without her realizing, maybe there was like a clue or something about some of his allegiances or associations with other factions type thing.
So, Klaus, my hero, how much is he paying you? Because I could pay you to protect me.
How much was he paying us?
an amount that was okay.
Okay. A trifling sum, truly.
I am worth so much more.
I would be happy to protect you and keep you safe and make sure that none could enter your bedroom chambers.
What if I was to? What if I was? She pauses for a moment there. What if I was to pay you to just put a bullet through Matthias's head?
That is something I would be happy to do for you, my lady.
Her servant crawls underneath the cart and comes out a moment later with a small wooden box, opens it up and shows you the coins.
Well, what we are doing now is we are questioning him to see if there's any useful information before we end his miserable life. So I will make sure that a bullet goes right through his head.
And she's gonna take her finger and put it on your right up on your like your chest, right like where the neckline is open. I appreciate a good listener.
Oh, I can
One
listen all night.
that you could. At that point, Vargan and Yurik come back with Matthias and the wine, and now we have a party.
Mhm.
The festival really
the
begins
wagon
right
train.
here. So what are you forced drinking? Are we forced drinking?
Force
Forcing
feed
to
Force feeding
Yeah.
some wine
Liquid?
into this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we want to go through all the barrels and see if any have any sort of differing marks or anything that makes them stand out as separate from the rest.
Klaus, do you act right away, or are you waiting to see what plays out?
Well, I assume they're there. I don't know if they're driving it back, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm still
no,
there with the
that was the
lady.
plan, was to bring the cart back so we're all...
Yeah, they're bringing the car back. We're doing this all
Okay.
together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like as the cart's coming close, I'll be. So, have you ever seen The Miller's Tale? We could reenact
almost-
it later.
Definitely heard of that play.
Wine boarding, Glee says. That's what we're going to do this guy.
Yeah, some wine boarding.
I prefer the Knight's Tale better, but
Me too.
Chaucer. Good stuff right there. So, Klaus.
Yes, let's. I'm sure. Do you wish to witness it? Because I'm sure we could pull him into the woods so you do not have to see.
Oh, I want to watch him die.
All right, so yeah, I'll walk over and meet them as they're coming.
All right. Does Ulrich find any markings on the barrels?
I need a roll.
Roll. I can roll.
You're inspecting the barrels. Let's see if you notice
Barrels.
if any of them have a marking.
I do not. I should use my hero die thing
Do it.
for sure.
Hey,
Oh.
you're gonna spot that there's 6 casks of wine. 5 of them are all exactly the same. The 6th one is going to have a little bit of a interesting little etching on it by where you would tap it. It almost looks like it could just be a ding, but at closer inspection, you're going to realize it was a purposefully made mark.
Yeah, I got it. This one has the step.
Hmm.
Does
Oh,
Mateos react when that is revealed?
Is you revealing it in front of him? I thought this was in more private. Like he's there, but you're not speaking in front of him.
I wouldn't hide it. I mean, I'm still
All right,
dragging
yeah.
him around, so...
I mean, I have no reason to keep it secret. These guys have made it very open where we're at.
What did you find? I don't understand.
Well, the cask that you have marked separate. This one, see?
I don't
This is
see.
not accident.
That is just a ding. What are you talking about?
Ah, you are just a thing. Come. I think you should have first taste. Yeah.
I'm good. I think that.
So I'm gonna, while he's fussing, I'm just gonna drag him over there. I got the pistol with the spike, and I'm just gonna thump the side of the barrel so it makes a nice hole, and wine starts coming out, and just put him up to it and make him consume a little bit.
Can I have a?
Come,
I'm gonna need a
it's
roll.
festival.
He's fighting to get away.
Oh, I have a boot to strength-based tasks.
You got a 4.
Oh, look at you working together. You two grab him and pull him in for sure, no problem whatsoever, and force him to drink upon the wine. And to be clear, you popped a hole in the one that was marked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He drinks. He ends up. You force him. He drinks. Oh, it is good wine. You're just wasting it on the ground.
Anything happen to him?
Nope.
So it's the other ones are all
usually a
poisoned.
slow affair.
What are you saying?
I said all the other ones are poisoned. We gotta pop one of them too.
I told you it was fine wine. I don't know why you see a mark on a barrel. There's a ding or something. I don't know. Maybe somebody tried tapping it and failed. Please, let me go. You're not getting paid. You know that, right?
I reach him probably about this point.
Yep.
So I'll remove the satchel from around him and hand it to Ulrich.
Okay. No,
We always get paid.
this is not how this works.
Kick the back of his knee, drop him down, pull out my pistol. I look towards Varric to see if he wants to or not.
I love that his name keeps changing, by the way.
Yeah.
Was
I
that
know.
me? Supposed to be
Yeah.
Vargan?
Yeah,
Vargan?
Vargan.
Oh, no, I'll just shake my head.
Yeah, for being a stain in the eyes of the Countess. Bam.
Spatters all over the place and falls to the ground.
I'll casually reload and then holster my pistol.
Real job done. Great success.
Well, let's finish taking the cart over and see what the Countess wants. And I think we have. I tap the satchel full of coins. I think we've been paid well for this job.
Let's give him a once over. Let's make sure he's not got letters on him as well.
See, I don't trust those other barrels either.
Yeah, I'm gonna also like inspect the musket and be like, yes.
Musket is in very fine quality, very it's made newer. It's probably like at the time, the bestest of the best right now,
And probably unnecessary like wood furniture on it type thing. The extra shiny where it doesn't even need to be, but
absolutely. Yep. One would say masterwork quality.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Who's going over Klaus's body?
Figure the guy who just shot him.
Wait.
Or I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
we-
who's going over Matthias's body?
Yeah. I figured.
Yeah,
Klaus.
All right,
I'll
Klaus.
look from a spy's perspective of where stuff might be hidden.
Yep. Roll me a dice.
Whereas Ulrich might be looking more for.
Well,
from a different
Ulrich, as
perspective.
you open the satchel, you're gonna find there's not a lot of coinage in there, but a lot of rocks.
Yeah, tip it all out over the ground. It's like, he tried to screw us. I think we made the right call.
Yeah,
And then
head back to the lady and offer my services and multiple
Well,
aspects to her.
before
Should
you
have
go,
bargained
Klaus,
with her a little bit first.
Klaus, give me a roll for finding any paperwork on him.
All right.
In those hidden spots you speaketh of. All right. You are going to find a little hidden chest piece up here, a little pocket. Pretty well done, pretty well made piece of item, and you're going to pull it out, and this sheet of paper it's a letter that he was going to deliver. It is very much going to be one. It is an arms deal. Two, it is an assassination letter. There's a second one about killing you three. So you were going to die during the party anyways. And then 4, there's an encrypted letter. Or 3? Sure. Yeah. Numbers. There's an encrypted letter. One that's written in some kind of code.
Is a spy man able to decipher that one?
You're going to have to spend some time on it.
Right. Not tonight, though. I think I might be spending some time on something else.
All right. That said,
Because-
something else is going to stride over and put her foot on to the back of Matthias. Huh. Finally, the world is free of you. Well done, Klaus. And she's going to hand you over the little chest of money.
See,
Make sure that's not rocks.
Ah,
I
surprised he's going to screw you.
Well, we know better now, and he will not stain your vision again.
Perfect. Well, I am to go to this festival. I have a few deals I need to make, and whoever the highest payer is gets another set of horses. Would you care to be my bodyguard?
I will guard your body, my lady.
How about you, man with a shield?
Yes, yeah, I need work.
And what was thy name?
Vargan.
All right, Varg. And you, Ulrich. I believe I heard them call your name out.
Well, that is right, my lady. And, of course, we are in the business of violence, and business is booming.
Perfect. Hitch up those horses and let's get. But when we get to the festival itself, do me a favor. Deliver the body of Matthias and say that these are his horses, not mine, because I will not have the stock mixed up with these filthy creatures. And tell them all of what has happened.
Absolutely.
So do we want to hitch her cart to the back of his and take both in?
Ooh, I mean, you could split the horses, right? And then just go a little slower
Mm-hmm.
and bring both carts.
Yeah, and I might try testing the 2 different wine casts to see if there is
Sure.
signs
roll.
of poison or not.
Five of the 6 barrels were poisoned. One was not.
Damn.
So you guys are going to arrive at the festival where it is going to go very well. And not everybody here is going to die. Isn't that wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the festival. It is tense. There's a lot of questions. But our countess is going to make her deals. You guys are going to be well paid. You're also going to be gifted the long muskets of masterwork quality. And you are now happily employed by this new employer.
I make sure
there any-
to guard the inside of her bed chambers.
Yes.
I may not be a priest, but I can get you to heaven, my lady.
Oh gosh, it continues. Before this goes any further, well done. There was a couple pathways this could have gone. and you guys solved most of it before we even got to the festival. Well done. And that is all I have. The festival goes with wonderful, and you guys now have a new employer.
We're doing good. We're in good shape.
Awesome.
We're in good shape. I was much more prepared to be at the festival from what Jacob told us before we started. And then we just took care of it all on the road.
I was thinking
too.
we'd be taking all the spice stuff so that I could like read the room and.
I mean, so I had multiple routes planned depending
Yeah.
on how it worked out. Of course, that's how these things always work. But yeah, it was essentially going to start turning out to like a murder mystery. Like people were going to start dying, like as they consume the wine, and he was going to be like, "Figure out what's going on. Figure out who tried to assassinate me." And then eventually, you know, I'm not going to give away too much just in case I run this again because of all the stuff I've planned. But
Nice.
I love that you guys solved it beforehand. So
I mean,
Lady Killer was good for something.
when I saw him take that, I was like, I'm rewriting the whole thing. I'm just kidding. There's no women.
Well, if there had not been a lady at the back carriage, he would have just walked back.
That's
I
true.
know.
Then we might have made the festival and had a very different story.
It's all good. You guys saved many from dying. What a wonderful thing. And you are off to a good start. Or if we ever want to play again, here it is.
I liked having the. Like, I was mostly melee, but like basically once per combat, you could just pull out a range shot with a lower crit. That's pretty cool. It's like you get a little charge shot almost.
Right.
Yeah, that's fun.
It was fun. I mean, it's a really cool. The setting is a lot of fun. Like, there's so
Yes.
much. Like, this is only a 2-hour little like tidbit, but like, there's a lot of cool things you can do. There's a lot of things going on. I mean, there's even
Well, Getting
the
hit is
dark-
definitely deadly, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I liked about it. And then as far as the setting goes, is in the Four Horsemen book goes, there's also like the dark, stressful side where you have like the plague, you have the witch hunts going on. So you could even turn this like into a horror direction of like a mystery of like why are people dying and stuff like that. So
I'd
there's a lot
like
of
a witch hunt one shot where there's actually just a smidgen of fantasy in there. Like, she's not full blown
Yeah.
on magical witch, but there's a little something going on there.
yeah. I actually
almost-
thought about
Almost like as terrible as anime was, the lady in Castlevania, Dracula's wife. You know, she everybody thought she was a witch, but technically she just had the technology, right?
Yeah.
To do something like that. That would still give her a massive upper hand when you came to get her, but that would be fun.
Yeah, it was actually something that was one of the first ones I considered was doing a witch hunt and it
Yeah.
being kind of like that. And I thought it was really cool. But then
like
I
this,
wanted,
though. This was like very much in the setting. It was,
yeah. Well, it felt like that whole like mercenary, multiple factions, the stress, if you could provide an army with something, you were instantly, rich, right? So it was really cool, and I loved his inspiration came from multiple things, like
Oh, the
Three
book inspirations
Musketeers.
and stuff that
Yeah.
he gave. Yeah.
yeah. But it's a pretty cool book. I know we didn't touch lackeys. There's like a page about lackeys. There's
yeah, there was
Um,
like where he just, instead of coming up with a bunch of new classes and stuff, basically he just pulled out the magic, and like I think he just gave 2 new inclinations to replace the magical stuff he removed. But yeah, he added stuff like the weapon quality and a bunch of
Well, and
aspects.
he provided a bunch of aspects.
Yeah,
hmm
it's
I
good.
mean, I made one up, but
the misfire rules are fun. The black
Yeah.
powder weapons
Yeah.
and stuff. It's really cool. So if you guys get a chance, go pick it up. I
I'll
can see
post a
where
link in the chat.
running 5 or 10 sessions of this would be a blast. Like building the characters. You could do a whole factions thing. You could have the characters being bribed. Like there's so many different. There's even a section that says wolves run over Bavaria. I think it is. And it's like,
yeah.
I mean, just the
I saw that one,
wildlife. Yeah, the wildlife alone is. I mean, EZD6 is great for this kind of stuff.
Well, and what's cool is with the spy thing, right? I had a makeup kit and stuff. I figured I could have disguised myself a cleric, and then I could have said something like, "Come on, sweetie, didn't your mother ever tell you a cleric a day keeps the black plague away?"
Whoa.
But since we were dealing with a horse breeder, like a mare, I can be ridden for hours.
All right, so you could also reenact, historical characters, or as Questboard Terrain just said, there are great historical characters as well to utilize. And what's cool is you can do the adjacent to history adjacent, and have a lot of fun with it.
Well, and like he pointed out, you can do kind of like what Assassin's Creed did, which is like the stories in between that aren't really written, and like explore that and expand out what happened with that.
That's fun.
The Duck says, Skrat, please, I want to know your thoughts on stuff like Star Wars, Castlevania, and Arcane. Legit interested. Well, I mean, you should know my opinion on Star Wars if you've watched some of my videos. It's not high. Castlevania, first season had some really cool ideas and plot points. It just wasn't done very well, and season 2 and 3 just left me confused because they were so terrible. Right? I don't even know if I've watched 3. I think I stopped after 2. It was so bad. Glee can correct me.
I watched number 1 and I didn't watch any more after that.
There were some good ideas there. I don't know if I did a Star Wars, like a whole video dedicated about Star Wars. I think I just used it as an example, particularly the Acolyte, which made some people mad. Arcane season 1 is arguably one of the best things in the world, and season 2 is arguably one of the worst things in the world. It was very bad.
It's one I haven't seen yet, so.
Season 1 is a golden standard of what you should strive for if you're working in a visual medium. It's amazing. And then season 2, I don't know what happened. Well, actually, I do know what happened. They fired 90% of the writing staff. That's right. They let them all go. They went from like...
And it shows.
Yeah, I think they went from 24 to 3. I think those were the numbers. It was bad. Barely made it through 3 on Castlevania. Okay, yeah, it was something. But anyway, there is a link in the chat to the game that we just played. You can go get it on drive-thru. It's a few bucks for the PDF. Duck, I honestly probably need to make more videos like that. The ttrpg crowd kind of pulled me away from all that. My channel was originally supposed to be stuff like that with a sprinkling of ttrpgs, but look where we are.
If we can this works. We like having you around, Scrat.
Yep.
Speaking of TTRPG, if you want me to run you and some friends, or want to join a campaign where we play in the 1600s like this, or any other kind of campaign, hit me up. I will happily do that for you. That is what I do. That is my day job. Chris is one of my players. Actually, all 3 of you are my players, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Me and Chris are in a game together.
Yeah.
And then me and Mustache are in a game together.
Look at that.
Technically 2.
That's true. That's true.
So link for that in the description to his Discord. I think I got a link for Moustache's Open Legend.
Yeah, and Scrat, if you ever want me back to give some great lines and some...
never. We do need to play Open Legend D6. Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a simpler version of Open Legend.
I'm working on getting the playtest packet for levels 1 and 2 out for it.
Very good. Anyway, that's it. I had a good time. Very good. Carl makes stuff. You did great. It's pretty swell. We'll maybe play again depending on if I get Jacob to run it. Look, maybe we can do a witch hunt.
I'd do a witch hunt.
Hint, hint.
I do it with that.
Wink, wink.
I would
nudge,
do a
nudge.
I mean, Clouds would definitely hunt a witch.
Okay. On that note, thank you so much for being here. Part of a Squirrel Plays. I am Jacob. I do not run this channel, but I am on this channel a lot. This is Scrat's channel, but I am ending this.
Yeah. See y'all
Wait, do you want to
Bye.
say one more pickup line?